Welcome back to the channel. We are today in Chepstow, which is in that little bit of England that's sort of west of the River Severn but east of Wales. So whether you consider that a good or a bad thing, that's your choice. It's the Southwest Classic Car Club, which is basically a Facebook group. We've got over 10,000 members, and this is their biggest meet of the year. August bank holiday, they're hoping up to somewhere in the region of 700 cars. So what we're going to do is take you on a whistle-stop tour down the lines of cars and just stop, hopefully maybe even chat to a few people on the way. So let's fire away. First up, one of the later Corvettes. Obviously Corvettes, bit radical now, they've gone rear engine, so there we go. And now becoming more and more popular at classic car meets, the Rover series 45, so you're just dropping over into that MG Rover Group era, which obviously ended slightly in tears. A lot of Focuses here today, and obviously they're very much coming classic. First one came out, what, 98, something like that, so yeah. Oh, who doesn't like a Granada Mark III, I believe, gear, so it's got all the nice bits on it. Rover SD1. We've just done a video on how the Rover SD1 actually got remade out in India, but unfortunately with a 1940s 2-litre engine. Good old Triumph Stag, nice staple of the classic car fields. And interesting, we got one of those in one of the barn find auctions we did recently. Nice little classic mini, a lot of classic minis and a lot of, what do you call them, modern minis? I don't know. Then this one, nicknamed the Land Crab, I believe because of the seating position. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think you were slightly squiffed as you sat in the seat on that one. And then a couple of Moggy Morris Traveller. Well, this one's got really nice wood on it. It's the when you talk about rot when it's a Morris Traveller, it can be a bit of a worry. Ford Zodiac, obviously pre-runner to the Granada, really nice car. Bit of a American influence going on in there. Classic camper van there, Ford Transit based. Cool, can't be many of that. Let's be honest, Ford Transits of that era did like to rot. And then we've got X-Type. Is that an X-Type? I think it's an X-Type. Yeah, it is an X-Type. It looks like it's got a wrap on it. Oh, then we've got TR8. Now, had Triumph, built this, a car properly for the UK market. So it's a Triumph TR7 that would have had the 2-litre 8-valve engine originally. And then this has got the Rover 3.5-litre V8. Most of these went to America, but such a missed opportunity. I'm going to have to say it's a Pontiac because it's in the corner, but I know, it's a Bonneville. I'm not a big one on American cars on knowledge, I'm afraid. Nice Rover convertible, cheap way in the convertible motoring. Couple of nice MGFs. See, if you want a mid-engine sports car convertible, you're not going to get cheaper, are you? And they just don't seem to be going back up in value. I'm sure they will do one day, but hey-ho. And then we've got a Triumph, is that a Dolomite? Yeah, it's a Dolomite. I thought it was going to Toledo, but I'm pretty sure it's a Toledo. I think that's Lone Rangers. And then we've got a MGB GT. God, I can remember. Do you remember getting your little white pencil out and doing your tyres? Oh, Land Rovers are among us. Oh, I'm going to go Series 2, maybe 3. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Nice Cavalier Mark II convertible. There weren't many of those made. I think were they done in Germany. I think they were converted. What else we got? And then nice Saab. See, that's a brand you never thought would go away, is it? Nice Ford Prefect, staple of the early 50s, that one. And then on to a Escort. I think this is a Sport. Is this a Sport? Can't tell. Oh yeah, Mark II 1600 Sport. Oh, it's a South African one. One owner from you whilst in South Africa. Registered here. Obviously, great advantage with South African vehicles is they drive on the right, I believe. Hope the cameraman's going to nod because he was there a little while ago. Do they drive on the right? Yes, he does. Right, okay, that's good. Nice BMW E30. I had one once, but the head gasket had gone straight away, so. And a nice Daihatsu coupe. So I think these fall under the K car regulations. Yes, they do. So they have to fall under a certain size and engine capacity. I think it's like a 660 turbo or something like that. And then we've got a nice Sunbeam Talbot. Then we've got a nice MEV Exocet. Obviously, we know Kit Car Corner. We always have Kit Car Corner. And MEV Exocet, really nice setup. Originally designed by a guy called Stuart Mills. and basically MX5 based, and so it takes the whole mechanicals, suspension, the electrics, dashboard and everything from the MX5, and you basically drop it into this exoskeletal chassis. So great entry point if you want to build your first kit car, one of these. And then we've got the MX5 game, MX5 Mark 1s. Sorry, can I come through your stand? Thank you very much. What are you selling quickly while we're here?
I'm selling resin, jewellery and accessories.
So there you go, we've got a whole big range of craft stands here today as well, as long as auto jumble and everything else as well. So I'd like to give people a plug as we go along. And then we've got a nice Mark III Fiesta. You see, they all drop off the road, 1989. So how well does that make that? 36 years old. So, you know, is it like the XR2Is and the RS Turbos? You just don't see them anymore, do you? Apart from at auction for big money. And then we've got obviously a VW there, another MGF. Again, you see, there's such cheap ways of getting into a sports car, you know. And I know everyone worries about the head gasket, but you know, mechanics have done them so often now, they've got a fairly good idea how to do them. So what we will do, we will endeavour to have, obviously you've got a nice replica of kit, David Hasselhoff's. And I don't know if you hear, but it is making a shoom, 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 shoom noise at the front as well. So that's, and probably behind it you can see the modern McLaren, which I've got no idea what model that is. It's a 720 something or other. And when the cameraman wanders back from, has he got the full dashboard? Oh, sorry. Has it got the full dashboard? Let's have a look. Oh, it's got all the widgets inside as well. Look at that. Cool, very 1980s. And then we'll work our way along this line, come behind this chap because I've annoyed him once already. So, so nice Ford Capri. That's the 2.8 injection special. I was boring the cameraman about this earlier. That had the half leather interior and the RS7 spokes on it, compared to the earlier standard model, which had the pepper pots. Audi TT again, cheap way into classic motoring. When were the first ones of those? 98, 99, something like that. I don't know. And then we've got a nice, Rover 75. What? The thing about the Rover 75 was when they launched it, Bernd Pinschrider, and I've already been criticised about me German this morning, who was the head of BMW at the time, had a rant about how BMW was in trouble and needed government money and all that, and that really signalled the end of BMW's involvement. So yeah, not great car, but ended up being built in China, interestingly enough. I've done a video on that as well, and we'll put that way apparently. So, good classic British car there, the Morgan. You never know quite how old they are because they all look the same, don't they? So, and then we've got Mini Cooper, John Cooper edition. And then we're into the big Humbers. Now, I'm going to have to work off the side of these because I know they're Humbers, but that one says Imperial on the side and that says Super Snipe. So, I'll have to go with them because they're just outside my window. And then we've got, coming along next, lovely blue Sunbeam Alpine. Obviously the base for the Sunbeam Tiger, which was a sort of Cobra-ish kind of car. It had a big American V8 stuck in it. Had to go in for a little panel in the glove box to get the spark plug out. And he's obviously having a look at the nice bits inside. And then we've got a nice Ford Granada again, Mark III, really nice estate. Good load lug of those, and a very nice GT40. I would probably assume it is a replica. Yeah, it's a D plate, so it's a replica. But yeah, there are so many really good GT40. Tornado particularly, but AK do one as well. So there are some great ones out there. There's a little Suzuki Ignis Sport. I think they only did the Sport in 3 doors. I'll have to ask my son. He's destroyed about 2 of those. And modern Ford Mustang, again, how they go full cycle, and you know, they go away from the original design, eventually go full circle and come back to the original shape. And that looks, I'm probably going to upset someone, but that looks remarkably like a Robin Hood, even though it's got a Super 7 on the front of it. But I think it is a Robin Hood, looking at the stainless steel on it. Might be wrong, but earlier model to what I got on mine. Nice 928. Porsche. Now for the really nerdy above you, the side windows on those, they were the inspiration for that little bar that was on the XR4i on the side window at the back, and that came from the Ford designer. Talking to Ford Focus, I assume that's an RS of some form because it's on the number plate. Nice little classic Austin Mini. Badge is a bit older than what the rest of the car is, but hey, modern Mini there. I think this chap was on the Facebook group saying, is there going to be anybody else coming along in a Triumph Dolomite Sprint, because he's always there on his own. And nice Ford prefect. And then I think we're going to elbow our way through here a little bit. Another Mini made, looks like it's got a few more classic bits on it, make it look a bit older, which is always a nice thing to do. MGR V8. So these were the run-on model from basically around an MGB Roadster Heritage shell with the Rover V8 engine. And the majority of those actually went to China. Not China, Japan. Close enough. And they're gradually being re-imported. Because Japan, they drive on the right, so... And then nice little Moggy Minder there. DB, not sure. was the Sex Machine you or the? Oh, that was you. Fine. I just wanted to clarify. Now, again, Mustangs, you see, very much coming with that classics design, and then nice Ford Ranger pickup made it look like it's got the Rusties on the side, which is from. Cars, the film, wasn't it? I think. Another Ford ST there. Oh, lovely Saab there. Look at the colour of that. That is gorgeous. That is in immaculate condition. Got the almost obligatory Mini-like wheels on it, but it's in excellent condition there. And I think that might have the Ford V4 engine in it. Not 100% sure, but it looks remarkably like it. Yeah, I think that's the Ford V4, because the early ones I think had a 2-stroke engine in it, from memory. Opel Ascona, so that would have been their sort of competitor at the time until they aligned them for the Cavalier. And that is an X90. Now, Alex on these channels going, oh, have you ever seen one of these? And yeah, to be honest, that one's been jacked up and mucked around quite a lot by the look of it. I wouldn't fancy doing anything too curvy in that, but there we go. Nice modern MX-5 there. Defender. Looks like it's all set for the outside with pickaxe handles and all sorts. And then we've got Hellman Imp. That was obviously their competitor to the Mini built up in Glasgow. And then nice Mini Clubman Estate there. Slidey windows in the back. Very banded wheels on that one as well. Gives a nice classic look. And then obviously another Beetle. And then we've got a nice Wolseley again. As I often mention, it's got the little light in the dash, which is how you used to know these were police cars, because you could see the sort of third eye in the middle. And this is a Mark, get myself wrong, is it a 2? Mark II Golf? That is definitely not a Mark II Golf engine. It's got a 2-litre TDI Audi engine in it, which I know is VW Group. And then we've got a Jetta, yep. So it's a Golf with a boot. Oh, look at it. Oh, isn't this glorious? Look at this. Look at this glorious early Mercedes. W123, I think. Oh, it's the coupe as well. What a lovely car. Yours? Yeah, lovely car.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that a W?
55 years old. She's totally original.
Bit like yourself.
Yeah, I'm a bit more than that. I'm 76. But yeah.
But yeah, that's lovely. Is that the W123 shape?
It's a 114, I think it's called.
Ah, right, okay.
Or 441, something of that it is.
No, absolutely.
250C, it's a coupe.
Yeah, it's lovely. You see a few saloons, but you don't see many coupes, do you?
Well, this is the only one in Great Britain of this colour.
Oh, right.
It is the only one.
And it's funny, that grey colour's come back in fashion again, isn't it?
I don't know, it's called Pearl Grey.
Ah, okay.
That's what it is, it's Pearl Grey.
No, that's lovely. Beautiful car, credit to you.
Ah, thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, no worries.
And then carry on, we'll whiz down this back road, elbow our way through. Little Daihatsu coupe, and again we saw one of them earlier. And then modern VW Beetle there, and a Vauxhall Victor. Again, see, Vauxhall's had a bit of a reputation, I'm afraid, for rusting, and I don't think I'm being unfair there. And it was, they just didn't survive. And then, a bit like saying Princess Anne had a skim at the GTE, you always got to say the Acclaim was the last triumph. But it was basically a rebadged Honda Ballard, I think. And then, have we seen the Cortina yet? Nice Mark 5 run out Cortina, X-Reg, so that was one of the last. And Capri Laser. No, it's not a laser. I don't think that is an LS. No, it is a laser. Yeah, it's got the stripe down the side of the RS4 spokes. But obviously that's a bit of a work in progress, that one. Nice. Why the Maserati always sounds like it's going fast as you say it, doesn't it? So that one, I think, has got the V8 Ferrari engine in it?
Yeah, yeah, because the early ones
400
were...
brake, this one is.
Sorry?
400 brakes is a Grand Sport.
And you got the flappy paddle gear?
F1 gearbox.
I
was scared of it, but I've taken a plunge on it, and it's really fun to drive, actually. In sport mode, brilliant. All the scare stories about the clutches and everything, it's a load of rubbish. It's a really, really good car.
And because the early ones had a 3.2 twin turbo.
That was the 4.2 and the 3.2. This is normally aspirated. 4.2, because it's the Grand Sport, they're around 395, 400 brake. Like I say, F1 gearbox is I've only had this one a month or so it's the first time I give it a proper drive today, and it was fun.
Well, at least you enjoyed it, because that's basically a Ferrari engine in it.
It is, yeah. It's got to be driven. You can't just leave it parked in the garage.
God, yeah,
Yeah,
you got to use it. Brilliant, thanks.
No problem.
So that's a Focus RS tail with those little bulgy arches on it. And a nice Mark II Escort there with proper rally-looking Cibi Oscars on the front. And then a few cars for sale here today. And there's a Jaguar XJ there. Oh, look at this gorgeous E-Type. Look at this. Oh, the colour is beautiful, isn't it? Oh. Even Enzo Ferrari said that was the most beautiful car in the world. So that gives you a bit of a clue as to how pretty it is, and particularly these early ones, I just think, oh.
Kit car, you know that, do you?
Oh, bugger, do it. Is it a Challenger or a Wildcat? Challenger. Well, you've done a bloody good job on there, because that. Oh right, sorry. Oh well, it did. To be honest, it did me, because I looked at it and I know they were very good.
Louvers.
Louvers.
The seamlet.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I was taken by it.
Interior's wrong.
I think it's the colour.
I did look
It's
at
a nice one, right?
Yeah. And but these were, these are still well sought after, because I know E-Type prices are softening, but they were always a well considered kit.
It's probably 40 grand.
Yeah.
With no rust.
Oh yeah, no rust. That's always a selling point. Isn't it? Cheers, thank you.
I thought I'd just let you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's made me look a complete. You've corrected me on film, which is even better, because the camera's on. I'm just gone. Oh, damn.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologise. It all makes good content. Fiat see, when did you last see one of them? I know I say that a lot, but flipping that, I nearly bought one of them new back in about '95. Would you believe, on some horrendous finance scheme? But I did manage to give myself a slap, and then realised how stupid I was being, and went and bought a second-hand Fiesta. Capri Mark II. See, the Mark II with the bigger headlamps than that, it just never seemed to survive. Everybody wanted the Mark III, like I did, to be honest with you. Those hooded sort of twin headlamps, that was the one to have. So, proper looking Mini Cooper there. That looks right, doesn't it? Nice for roll cage in the back. Cooper S. Yeah. No one for sale, possibly. But MR2, what's that? The Mark III. A lot of them were converted, like the early ones, into Ferrari, because I was a nice car and bit engine again in that MGF category. But these seem to be going back up. So what else have we got? Jaguar. Oh, hang on. Appearing Jaguar Enthusiast magazine. So that's the next K8. And then we got a classic, the Chelsea. Yeah, they went through all Mayfair and Chelsea and all that with those London names, because it became a bit of a sort of hyped up London thing, didn't it? Datsun 240, 260, 240, 240. Thank you. I'm getting crowd support today. It's great. Thank you very much.
Looking at your program last night.
Brilliant. Thank you. So it's a 240. I was helped out there by a member of the public. Nice RS2000 droop snoot. These are softening though, they are a great car, but I think the bubble is definitely... Oh, sorry guys. I think the bubble on those fast forwards is... I don't think it's burst, I just think it's sort of slowly deflating. No, that's a 280, that one, because I read the number on the side. You say I'm getting good at that. TVR S3. See, I think this was a pretty era of TVRs. They had that wedgie thing going on, I think in the 80s, didn't they? But I really think these, you know, if I was going to dive in, I'd go for one of them. Another Stag, looks quite early on, K-plate. Lotus Elan M100. Again, that's a cheap way in. Interesting thing, these were then rebuilt in or built in the future in or after UK production in South Korea. Is it E23? Never sure. The earlier, obviously, 3 Series, but an Alpina one says 2.3 on the front, and it looks right. And of course, you put Alpina on some, the numbers go through the roof, don't they? So where are we going to go next? Let's have a look. A few MGFs along here. We've already had a chat about MGFs. And then, now, this is the daddy of Lotus 7s. It's the Caterham one, version that obviously Caterham bought the rights from Lotus to produce this car. And then I think we are going to go for a hop. Oh, nice TV. Chimera? I never get it right. Oh, it is a Chimera. I did get it right. I think what we'll do is we'll try and talk about 2 rows at the same time. Otherwise, this is going to turn into one really, really long video. So, nice Ford Anglia. The Harry Potter fans will love that one. And not over the back of there, nice Moonstone silver Ford Sierra Cosworth. Early 3-door one there, which does... Again, fast forwards, it's softening. You couldn't pick one of them up. They were doing 50, 60 grand. Now, you know, you're in the 30s. So, I think that... Oh, lightweight bumper there, been drilled through. As Colin Chapman of Lotus used to say, to add performance, just add lightness. And the Ford Popular. That's a nice little shape, isn't it? Someone asked me the other day if I could find Roland Rat's car. I was a fairly good bet that's been scrapped. So nice Saab over the back there, and a Lotus Elan. I think that's a 2+2 there on the left. Another car for sale. Blimey, if you want to buy a classic car, this could be the place to come today. And then we will bounce along the Rover P6s. They're all very nice cars, but they obviously all do look very similar. They'll probably shout at me in the comments for that one. I do apologise. They all seem to be 3.5 litres as well. Yeah, everyone's got the V8 badge. See, I do like an Alpha Spider. You got the, obviously they did this version. They did GTV with a hardtop as well. They like a coupe. Yeah, just I'd love to buy a cheap one, just to say I've had an Alpha and just drive it until it broke down, which would probably be about a week. Let's have a quick look out the back. What we've got over the back. Nice, looks like an RS. Is that an RS Turbo? Yeah, the white one there is an RS Turbo. To its right, we've got a nice Ford 200 Tomcat. They were a nice car, weren't they? Race series based on those. Nice Merc behind it as well. And then over this way, we've got a nice Mondeo ST there and a Porsche Boxster. So we'll toddle down this way. What have we got? Nice XK8 there. Again, they've come down in money, haven't they? They're the cheap entry point. And then we've got a nice Corsa, and then over the back we've got, on the right, we've got Bergerac's Triumph Roadster there. So if you want to go detective work in the Channel Islands, that's the place to go. And then next to it, we've got a very nice, see, they tell me off if I call it a Skyline for some reason. Is it a Sky? Correct me in the comments, you're good at that. And then we've got a nice Sapphire Cosworth. Oh, like the wheels on that one. Comp motifs on the wheels. Usually they're painted white. I think that colour really suits it, actually. And then we've got a Vauxhall Victor F-Series. I knew it was a Victor. I didn't know it was an F series. What have we got over the back? And we've got nice E. I'm hoping that's a proper E-type. I'm looking now for joins in the wings, because what that chap pointed out to me was make sure there's a join on top of the wing, and there's a Saab to the right of it, and a nice BMW E30 there as well. So just trying to cover 2 rows in one go. And then we've got an Escort Cosworth. In reality, the underpinnings of this was the same as the Sierra with the Escort body on top, because you've got the north-south engine location there. Then we've got a nice droop snoot RS2000 there. Nice. We've got the slightly wider RS wheels. See, look, they've got a slight dish on them, which they normally haven't got. And then what have we got over the back? A nice MGB Roadster, or MGB GT, shout at me for that one. And then over the back, the car with the big danger thing, that came in. We heard that coming in because that went ding, 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 ding. A bit like Crazy Frog, because it was a 2-stroke engine. So that's a Trabant, I believe. So they had some kind of sort of pressed fiberboard bodywork on those. And then next to it is nice Citroen BX. And the Metro, we haven't seen many Metros today, have we? No, I'm getting the shake of the head. And then again, Peugeot 205. Me and cameraman have stuck a few of them through the hedge in the time. Well, technically I stuck it through the hedge. He was the passenger screaming. And then we got a Ford Puma. Again, we haven't seen, obviously, the Fiesta base there. I think they're very much on the turn. I think but it's like the Focus ST 170s and that. Nobody seems to want them. So this is not a Fiat X19, it's a Bertone X19, because when Fiat finished production of it, they handed it over to Bertone, so the later ones were actually Bertones. Renault Sport Clio of some form, sorry, bit new for me. Another Escort Cosworth. So you don't see many Metros, but you see 2 or 3 Escort Cosworths, and several Nissan 260s and 280s. Or actually, back in that day, it was probably a Datsun. Was it a Datsun? Somewhere around that era. See, I know the Willys Jeeps, if it's a proper wartime one, it's the ones that everybody wants. So, you know, by chassis number so on. But that one looks pretty original to me. Oh, nice Merc SL. Last one we saw of those was in a barn in on the edge of Wales, wasn't it? With about 200 other classic cars. See, a Subaru, not sure which, but when the heck did you last see one of these? Well, I can't even remember seeing one in the first place, to be honest with you. I've been around the cars for a bit, as you know. Lotus Carlton. They've recently had a great get-together of a load of the Lotus Carltons up at Hethel at the Lotus factory, so because they would all have been 40 years old? No, 85? No, it was later than that, wasn't it? I can't remember. Another 2.8 injection there. And a TR3, because it's got the wider grille. And another one for sale. Blimey, it's like a car sales lot here today. Right, we'll take a wobble over here. Assuming the cameraman's not looking at me and panicking. No, he looks fine. We've got a bit of cloud cover, so he's not passing out today like he normally does. One of the modern Beetles even. I do like the, I think it's a wrap, but I think that's really well done. Looks like it's rusting, but it's not. Unlike my cars that are rusting and look like they are. Nice TR6 there, bumperless at the front. Do I like that? Not sure. It's got some spotlights down there on the front. Sure that one. BMW Bauer convertible. So this was the earlier version. You see, it's still got the sort of bars over the side windows and so on. A bit like a Stag, really. And then we've got a nice Spitfire there. Looks like quite an early one, 71s. And then see. Nice standard Escort. When you see the RS turbos and the XR3Is and the Cabriolet, but you don't see a nice standard Mark IV Escort very often. Another car for sale. Anybody fancy a Porsche? That's for sale. Second-hand GR V8 of the day. Nice car. I think they just evolved that original MGB shape really well on that one. And then we got XJ Jag. Nice classic Mini there. Picked a leaf up on its way in. Oh, hello. This is a bit of a conversion, isn't it? Obviously a Morris Minor pickup. And it's had quite a lot of tweaks on it by the look of it. What's it got inside? Nice leather seats. Little step side back on it. Alloy wheels. Yeah. Funky. I like that. Oh. Can we all take a moment to appreciate the Renault 5 Turbo 2? It's just glorious, isn't it? Absolutely glorious. Right-hand drive, so yeah, this must be such a rarity. Engines in the boot, if you weren't aware, and these were very much built for rallying in that Group B era of things like RS200s and the Audi Sport Quattros and Lancia 037s. Yeah, glorious days. Oh, we're in a bit of a Japanese. Oh, hang on. Suddenly that was another road. Look at this. We've got an Ultima. We're going to have another kit car corner. Look at this. Oh, and he's gorgeous. Allegedly did the very fastest lap round the Top Gear track. These did. Well, but for some reason they wouldn't make a thing of it. Top Gear, I mean, not Ultima. So they, yeah, they're just, raw supercar, aren't they? None of this sort of bloody hybrid crap and rubbish that we get fed nowadays. Right, I think we're going to have to go by this way.
Oh yeah.
And we've got a couple of Japanese sportsters there. The Integra, I can remember back in about, when did slightly random moment, but when did Princess Diana die? 97, I think, wasn't it? I was at Spa for a sports car race, and one of these Integra Type R's was going around. It was absolutely flying. It was, wow. Now we've got I believe a RS200 replica, because it's got an RS turbo engine in the boot, but I don't think it's pointing the way that it should be. I think it should be a front rear engine layout in that one. And somewhere I've lost the cameraman. Oh, there he is. Right behind me. Maybe this is a better way to do it. If I wander down the middle, I can talk about them, can't I? So there we are, modern Supra there. Nice TR60. I always like the way they evolved the design with this sort of 4, 5 and 6, because they basically kept the same centre bit and changed the front and back, but they all look really individual cars. I think that was really well done. When British sports cars designers could do something. So what else we got? WRX. Bit of a Subaru invasion here. A couple of Fiestas. And then where's he gone? Oh, he's over there. Raffo Balver. I always like the fact that I know what this is and more or less nobody else does. Gull wing doors. I think VW base. I think I might be wrong. Pearlescent painted Micra there. You don't see many of those, do you? Is that paint? Yeah, it is, because I can see some of it's coming off, unfortunately. And we've got a nice Spitfire. Couple of minis there. I think we'll go. I'll come back down to you, Jason, and we'll wander along the front, because there's a few down there that I don't think we've spotted. And then we're more or less into the other side. I think we can probably have a look at the Americans in the middle. Twin cam 16 valve. I don't think that was in there originally. Not sure what that's from. I know Nissan engines were a bit of a thing with the classic Mini lot. And then what else have we got? Where should we head next? I'll tell you what, I'll do me middle down the middle bit, and then you follow me along the front, and I'll see what we can pull off. So nice Rover 25 here at the front. I'm having the point because you can't hear me see what I'm rattling on about. But again, you know, that bubble shape, I can remember when that came out, and it was just like, wow, Rovers are producing nice cars. It was a bit of a shock, really. Lotus Cortina. Now that's with console on the front, means I think it means it's quite an early one. Aluminium panels. Yep, that is quite an early one, I believe. What else have we got through here? Austin A40 Countryman. Looks like it's been beefed up a bit. Safety divisors, roll cage, slidey plastic windows. Yeah, that probably gives you a surprise off of the traffic lights. Now, XK150, so this is the later model. They went for the 120, the 140, and then the 150. And this was sort of Jaguar's sort of post-war offering, really, to bring money back in the country. Awful lot of these went to America, and a lot have subsequently come back. So what have we got? Over the back there, nice JBA Falcon kit car. That was actually did well because it was featured in a TV series. I think, was it The Chancer? Clive, what was the actor? Clive? I'll fill it in for me in the comments. But yeah, great design. John Barlow was part of the design team and company that came up with that car. And yeah, he did a great job. He went on to do lots of other cars. Right, I think what we'll do, I think we will rattle along this and then come back down the front bit and talk about them as best we can as we go along. So, you see one Integra Type R, and there's another one. What else we got? And then modern boot. There we go. Nice Mark 1 Escort with Subi Oscars all over the front of it up there. And then quite a Porsche turnout here. And as we know, I'm a bit incompetent when it comes to talking about Porsches, because being blunt, they all look a bit similar to me. I know you're probably going to shout at me. Wish I could find a Porsche owner to see how I pronounce Porsche. Right. I think what we'll do is we'll cut through this way. Oh, I see what you're seeing. See, he knows I like a Mark 1 Escort. Regional Pinto engine in there, Dave. Full heart. Oh, blimey, this is set up inside. Oh, Terror Trip. It's got all the bits in there. Fire extinguisher. Yeah, that's going to keep your blood pressure up down the lanes, that one, isn't it? Let's have a cut through here. Right, we've got a bit of Porsche overload coming, so I think we'll generally go in that direction. Sorry, Porsche guys, but they all look a bit samey to me. I'm really sorry, but yeah. There's quite a lot of Mercedes as well. Hang on, I think we're in Club Corner here. How are we going to escape? I think, oh dear. I think what we'll do is we're going to, obviously, very much Club Corner here, and there's focuses down the front. So what we'll do is we'll hop over to the back and have a look down some of the Americana. Right, we're going to show a black hole in my knowledge here as we have a look along the American cars. Thankfully, they're going to run out not too far down, so I won't look too much of an idiot. This is a Ford Fairlane Galaxy. Yes, I've had a look at the notice on there, and apparently it is for sale. And this one, I believe, is a Dodge. I think that's the Dodge symbol. Is it the Ram? Yeah, Ram, Dodge. Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it? And a nice, I think we've seen that one before. I think it's a 67, 66 Corvette. And then the white one is just going by one of the more modern, but the very modern is the red one, which has actually got the engine in the back, the red one there, which is a major version of Corvette. Oh, that's got almost, in that red colour there, the smidgens of Ferrari about it. I might be wrong. Next one along is the Dodge. Yeah, I did read that off the front. And the next one I do know is a Camaro Z28. And Ford Mustang, so that, I think, is that the one they called the Boss Mustang shape. So that was a sort of, first one after the original sort of classic design, but still, sort of after. It's when it got into the late 70s and 80s, it all went a bit pear-shaped. And then the next one along, thankfully, it's got Dodge on the number plate, so that sort of got me out of trouble on that one. And then Oldsmobile alongside, nice blue one there. Vinyl roofs. Whatever happened to vinyl roofs? Oh, we've got a rowdy pair of a quad bike and a motorbike behind us. And then Torino. Is that Ford was a Torino model, I think, wasn't it? Let's have a look. See what it says on it, because I'm trying to improve my knowledge, but yeah, Ford Motor Company. So yeah, That was a Torino product, and then obviously a Ford Mustang, one of the later designs where they've gone back to how they looked in the first place. Wild Trap, that looks remarkably like that thing I got tipped up on 2 wheels by with Paul Swift, doesn't it? And then, and this is for sale as well, the big German fire wagon, Führer, that sounds like fire wagon, doesn't it? And then another classic Mustang. Oh, and we're back. Oh no, only for a short period. We've got a, it's the Australian Ford pickups. So again, Australia Drive on the right, so they come over there, and that would have been, wouldn't have been a Holden, would it? Because that's GM. No, I can't think if it would have been a different model over there. But we obviously had the Vauxhall ones we had over, the Murano and stuff like that, was originally from Australia, I believe. And then we've got a couple of Americans, Pontiac down there. Then what's this one? This is Plymouth. See, they did like their muscle cars, didn't they? You know. Automatic gearboxes though, can't get that. There you go. And then what we've got a Firebird, Pontiac Trans Am Firebird. So this would have been the one after the Smokey and the Bandit one, I guess. No, it just says Pontiac. I did like the Smokey and the Bandit era. Just try and not get in the way of this guy's picture. And then the Chevrolet there, I noticed when that was coming in, it was brushing the grass as it was going along, so that was quite... another Camaro Z28. And look at this original Land Cruiser. God, this is the one that sort of battered... what was the joke? You go into the jungle with a Land Rover, and a Toyota brings you out, or with a Toyota you come back. Thames van, so that's the Prefect front end with the van on the back end, because Thames was their sort of Ford brand that they used on their commercial vehicles. Lord knows what that is. Don't know, but I hope that's on air suspension, because it is literally grazing the ground, that one. And they get very early Mustang there. That's the proper shape, isn't it? So what else we got? Chrysler. Oh, there's more Americans here catching me out. God, they're big old beasts, aren't they? So much car there, isn't there? You wouldn't fit that in your normal garage of your modern house, would you? And a 32 coupe, is that? The little black wing? Yeah, I think so. And another Ford Mustang modern iteration. These are nice. So I can see turbo, I can see V8, so that's going to have some puff about it, isn't it? And we've got a modified Land Rover there. Well, a nice little Jetta. Jeff Buys Cars has just bought one of these. But I'm sorry, Jeff, but this one is much, much nicer than what yours is. Golf Rally seats. Yeah, and got a Flintstone floor like some of you have, has it, Jeff? Another Dodge police car. And then we are sort of running out of puff. A couple of Harley Davidsons there, keeping the American theme going. And then another modern Mustang. So I think that brings us a bit of a conclusion. I'm really sorry if I missed your car. We've had to try and keep it as sensible as we can, because if we'd done every single road, this would have been about 2 hours long and nobody would have watched it. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a great time here. I'm not sure how many cars they've had here, but it's been in the multi-hundreds. So thank you to Southwest Classic Car Club for hosting us today. And as ever, if you've enjoyed it, there's a little button down there in the corner called subscribe. If you could give it a click, we would be most appreciative. Catch you next time.